before. You think I'm too? Huh?
Don't you go there.
Don't you? Man.
Don't you?
Tamar Braxton, are you okay? Clearly not. Tamar surprised everyone by making an appearance at tonight's Versus, and now she's responding to everyone saying, why are you dabbing the sweat off of your brother-in-law's head, especially after the rumors that came out on the latest episode of The Braxtons, accusing you of sleeping with Toni Braxton's ex-boyfriend.
Toni Braxton?
Toni Braxton, I got you on the phone.
Braxton? No, Toni Braxton ain't never had your back.
This is why I got an attitude about the story, because somebody else's moment was hijacked. When you woke up in the morning, when all of us woke up in the morning, the story was not how great Versus was. The story was not, ooh, that was a Versus for the history books. The story was not, ooh, Versus was so good. The story is Tamar Braxton, Cash Money No Limit Versus. That, I think that did a disservice to the whole thing. Hijacked somebody else's, and I'm not implying that it was intentional. Somebody else's moment was hijacked. The next morning, none of the stories related to Versus should have had anything to do with the Tamar Braxton.
You don't like me because y'all jealous.
You're a mean girl. You're lying to
you're
people.
such a hater. Y'all hate me so bad.
Oh my God.
Man, the way Birdman keeps dragging grown adults into drama is insane. Every time his name pops up, it feels like another celebrity family gets pulled into chaos. Somehow, it always circles back to the same people. Kimora Lee's daughters call him Uncle Birdman. Keisha Cole literally got into a fight over him. And now Toni and Tamar. They're stuck in this ongoing back and forth over who had him first. This whole saga reads like a never-ending soap opera. People spent months criticizing Tamar, saying she crossed a line with Birdman. The online noise made it seem like she was doing way too much around a man her sister was involved with. But here's the twist nobody expected. The story might not even be what we thought. Dote stepped in, tired of anyone calling Tamar a homewrecker, and brought her own receipts. According to her, Tamar wasn't sneaking around to steal Toni's man. She was with Birdman first. In fact, Dote claims Tamar even tried to support Toni through it all.
The Brat and Tamar worked on This Nation. They became close, they became friends, whatever. So if you know, the Braxtons came out last week and Tawanda stated that Tamar slept with Toni's ex, yada yada yada. There was a Versus last weekend. Tamar was on stage with Birdman, wiping off his sweat, stopping him from drinking, getting drunk, whatever. Now it's going around that Tamar and Birdman dated back in 2003, and now we know that Toni and Birdman are married.
Which only makes this mess even more tangled. But is Dote telling the truth? Or is it just another dramatic spin? That's what everyone's trying to figure out. Tamar's behavior around Birdman raised eyebrows, rubbing his head, wiping his sweat, standing right behind him like she was holding it down, while Toni was at home the whole time.
Tamar, girl, why are you wiping the sweat off of Birdman's head like that, sis? Now, as a married woman, I think I can grab the mic real quick and speak on this, because even though it may, like, she may be innocently doing it, girl, no, you don't do that. Like, the man's been performing on stage all this time and he don't need you wiping the sweat off his head. Now, I'm hoping it was just like a gesture, but girl, y'all are all performers. Like, don't do that.
That wasn't the only thing that Tamar was doing. She was also allegedly twerking on Juvenile during this Versus event. Of course, Tamar had a response after people reacted on social media, specifically this tweet saying, now why was you on stage with your sister's man? Tamar retweets this and says, cause she couldn't be here and she loves her husband, so I'm gonna hold it down for her and my brother. The F? And sidebar, even if Toni was available, I don't think Toni Braxton, the legend, would be there either. Maybe behind the scenes, but not on stage, dabbing the sweat off of Birdman.
People saw it and thought it felt way more personal than simple sisterly support. Tamar tried to defend herself, claiming she was just helping Toni. She even posted a FaceTime video showing her next to Birdman, trying to prove her intentions were innocent. But viewers weren't buying it. The energy between Tamar and Birdman looked too cozy, too familiar, and intentional. Things got so heated that it almost turned physical when Tawanda exposed Tamar for sneaking around with Birdman behind Toni's back. And that reveal didn't happen by accident. It came right after Tamar tried to publicly embarrass Tawanda.
Do I know where you live?
Well, of course you don't come. So
Exactly.
my
So
thing,
how would I
I know
give
where
it
you
to
live because I put down your down payment.
Beautiful.
And you've been stealing from me for the past couple years on my credit card.
Tamar tried to flex, saying she knew exactly where Tawanda lived because she covered her down payment. She even said, I know where you live because I used my credit card for your down payment. Then she accused Towanda of using her credit cards for years without permission. This wasn't just a family spat, it was a full-blown sisters against sisters showdown, and Birdman was right in the middle like the eye of the storm. Towanda had faced accusations before, and people online still brought up claims that she took other people's belongings as her own.
Towanda, baby, I love her to pieces. But hide your stuff when she come over, because she snatched the wig off your head when you look the other way. She's super sneaky, clever, and crafty.
Rumors even swirled about Towanda taking their mother's social security checks and dipping into Toni's money. This family drama is on another level. And when people dug deeper, the pieces started connecting in ways that made everything even messier.
You know exactly what you're doing. Don't be looking like that, you snake-ass son of a gun.
Okay.
You're a snake, and then you like controversy, and you like all of that.
Okay.
So why would you do that?
Tawanda's bankruptcy papers showed she was nearly $500,000 in debt. In those same documents, a $35,000 loan owed to Tamar was listed, the same loan used for her house down payment. Tamar wasn't speaking without proof. She had paperwork. The pattern was clear. Towanda allegedly took from her sisters, expecting no one to challenge her. But she wasn't about to let Tamar get away unscathed. She clapped back by exposing Tamar for sneaking around with Toni's man.
And you've been stealing from me for the past couple years on my credit cards. And help
But
me.
what you steal?
I don't steal anything.
You don't? You stole men.
Who's the man that I stole?
Tony's. You slept with them
Oh,
a few times.
Who? What man?
You not get the lead.
Oh, dirty, low down ass bitch.
Oh, you're
So
such
now
a
you
liar.
think
Such a liar.
And that bomb dropped hard. Tamar completely snapped, clearly blindsided. The one person genuinely stunned, Toni Braxton. She looked like she'd just heard something she never expected. Meanwhile, Towanda had been holding on to that info for years, waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
Toni Braxton?
Toni Braxton, I got you on
Toni
the phone.
Braxton. No, Toni Braxton ain't never had your back.
I got Toni Braxton.
I want it on
No,
record.
I wanna be-
I want it on national
No,
television. You want to
no.
say I don't have your back?
You didn't have
Oh,
my back
Lord
when
Jesus,
it came to
give
y'all.
me-
Your man for? You think I'm too? Huh?
Don't you go there.
Your man. Your man.
Don't you go there. A superstar.
Your hands on me.
I didn't touch you. I didn't touch you. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Toni, this is unacceptable behavior. I had to try to de-escalate it as much as I could. I didn't touch Tamar. I got in between she and Toni because Toni's smaller than Tamar. That's like a Rottweiler trying to fight a...
Here's the wildest part. Trina's reaction made it seem like she already knew. How do you hide something like that from your own sister, especially when it involves a sister dating another sister's man? It didn't stop at just one man either. Towanda claimed Tamar was involved with two of Toni's men. That sent the internet into detective mode. People dug through old blogs, piecing together who the men could be. An old rumor resurfaced. Tamar allegedly had a past with both Birdman and Carrie Lewis. Tracing back to 2011, a blogger claimed Tamar slept with Toni's ex-husband to climb in the industry. And it wasn't just Tamar. Toni had been involved with Vince before things allegedly shifted to Tamar. This storyline wasn't just dramatic. It was layered with secrets that kept resurfacing. Tamar had a history of being accused of crossing lines with taken men, like the Michael Malden situation. The internet connected the old drama with Birdman, noting how familiar Tamar's energy was around him. And while Towanda and Trina didn't treat Birdman like a brother-in-law during that big battle, it made everyone question the true dynamics. Dotes stepped in to clarify the timeline. Tamar and Birdman had a real connection back in 2003, before Toni was even with Vince. That flips the narrative. Tamar wasn't stealing Toni's man. The timeline was misunderstood. Even the Halloween moment proves it. Tamar and her son dressed as Toni and Birdman. It wasn't shade, it was playful, supportive, and bold. Dote refuses to let anyone twist Tamar's actions into something villainous. The internet went wild, debating double standards. Tamar kept money flowing for the family for years, but if the roles were reversed, she'd have been dragged non-stop. Fans recalled old whispers. Tamar and Birdman had history long before Vince, and resurfacing that drama made everything more complicated. That's not just a Birdman triangle, it's years of tension exploding. Tamar's comfort around Birdman, the sisters' selective callouts, and secrets kept for decades made this one of the most layered celebrity family dramas in years. Dote set the record straight, showing this story goes far back. Everyone's trying to figure out who's telling the truth, but one thing is clear. Secrets have been simmering for years, and Birdman just forced them into the open.